Ever wondered what makes a joke funny for couples? Well, gear up because we're about to dive into that world. Couple jokes, they're a unique breed, aren't they? They're not just about making you laugh out loud, it's about creating a shared moment of humor between two people who know each other inside and out. It's the perfect blend of humor, love, and sometimes, a dash of harmless sarcasm. What makes these jokes stand out is their relatability. They're designed around common couple scenarios, quirks, and pet peeves, making them a mirror of real-life couple dynamics. And today, we're not just going to share a chuckle over random jokes, we're on a mission to count down the top 10 couple jokes. These are the ones that have tickled ribs, lightened moods, and even sparked a few friendly pillow fights. So without further ado, let's dive into the world of couple jokes. Starting off our countdown, we have joke number 10. So picture this, folks. We've got a couple sitting comfortably on their couch after a long day. The wife turns to the husband and asks, "If I didn't wake up tomorrow, what would you do?" The husband, surprised by the question, thinks for a moment, then confidently replies, "I'd die of shock." Now, isn't that a hoot? This joke is a gem because it cleverly combines the element of surprise with a dash of romantic sentiment. It's the kind of humor that couples can appreciate because it's rooted in their shared experience. It's a nod to those unexpected yet charming moments of honesty that can happen in a relationship. It's funny because it's real, and sometimes reality is the best form of comedy. A good start, right? Let's keep the laughter going. Moving on to joke number 9. So here's the scene. A husband and wife are driving down the highway. Suddenly the wife says, "Honey, do you remember how we used to sit close together in the car when we were young?" The husband, without taking his eyes off the road, simply reaches over and adjusts the rearview mirror. Now, why is this funny for couples? Well, it plays on the common cliché of romance fading over time in long-term relationships. The punchline is a twist. Instead of moving closer to his wife, the husband adjusts the mirror, implying that it's not the lack of romance, but the wife's position in the car that has changed. It's a light-hearted way for couples to laugh at the reality of growing comfortable with each other and the small changes that come with it. We're just getting warmed up. Scene script. Next up, we have joke number 8. So, a husband and wife are sitting quietly at home. Suddenly, the wife turns to her husband and says, "Honey, do you remember how we used to sit in silence just enjoying each other's company?" The husband, slightly surprised, nods his head. She then adds, "Well, I can't remember when we started doing that." Now, why is this funny for couples? Well, it's a playful take on the familiar silence that often settles between long-term partners. It's a shared experience that many couples can relate to. The humor lies in the unexpected twist, where the wife implies they've always been sitting in silence. It's an amusing reflection on how love evolves over time, and how we sometimes take for granted the comfort of simply being together. And there we have it, folks. Joke number 8. A little humor to brighten your day, and maybe bring a smile to your partner's face. Let's keep the momentum going. Scene script. Coming in at number 7. Here's a classic that never fails to leave couples chuckling. So, a husband and wife are going to a fancy party. The wife turns to her husband and says, "Honey, does this dress make me look fat?" The husband, without missing a beat, replies, "No, darling, it's the cupcakes you've been eating that do that." Now, why is this joke so funny for couples? Well, it's all about the dynamics of honesty in relationships and the playful banter that often accompanies it. Here, the husband's unexpected response tickles our funny bone because it's a humorous twist on the age-old question posed by wives everywhere. But remember, folks, timing and tone are key in delivering this joke, and it's all in good fun. After all, a healthy dose of laughter is the secret ingredient to a happy relationship. Hope you're enjoying this as much as we are. Scene script. Halfway there with joke number 6. Alright folks, here it comes. Picture this. A husband. He's watching a cooking show on TV. His wife walks in and asks, "Why are you watching a cooking show? You don't even cook." The husband turns, looks at her and replies, "Well, you watch detective shows, don't you?" Now let's dissect this a bit. The humor here lies in the husband's unexpected comeback. It's a lighthearted way of pointing out that we sometimes engage in activities that don't necessarily align with our skills or habits. It's a joke that couples can laugh at because it's relatable. We all have those small quirky contradictions that make us who we are. And it's these little idiosyncrasies that often become in-jokes between couples, strengthening their bond and shared sense of humor. On to the next one! Cracking into the top 5 with joke number 5. Here's a little something that tickles the funny bone. Imagine this. A husband and wife are sitting quietly when the husband suddenly says, "I bet you can't tell me something that will make me happy and sad at the same time." The wife thinks for a moment and then responds, "Out of all your friends, you have the biggest house." Now, why is this joke a hit among couples? Well, it's all about the delightful twist of perspective. The husband is initially excited to hear he has the biggest house, but the punchline delivers a soft blow, suggesting he might not be the only visitor. It's a playful reminder of the unexpected surprises and shared laughter that come with being in a relationship, and that's what makes it so relatable and hilarious for couples. We're getting closer to the number one spot. At number 4, we have this gem. Picture this. A husband and wife are having a quiet dinner. The wife looks at her husband and asks, "If I were to die, would you remarry?" The husband, caught off guard, stammers, "Well, I suppose ... in time I might." The wife continues, "And would you live in our house with her?" The husband replies, "I suppose I might. It is a good house after all." Then the wife asks, "Would she use my golf clubs?" The husband quickly responds, "No, absolutely not. She's left-handed." The humor here lies in the unexpected twist. The husband, who seemed to be reluctantly answering his wife's uncomfortable questions, suddenly reveals he's not only thought about it but even knows the hypothetical woman's golfing hand preference. It's a joke that plays on couples' fears and insecurities while giving them a good laugh. The final 3 are coming up. Grabbing the bronze medal, we have joke number 3. Here it goes, folks. Why don't couples go to the zoo? Because they've already seen enough monkeys at home. Now hold on to your seats for the punchline. Why is this joke funny for couples? Well, it's because couples often find humor in the quirks and eccentricities of their partner. The joke is a playful jab at the fact that when you live with someone, you get to see all their wild and wacky sides. It's like having your own personal zoo at home, complete with a whole range of animalistic behaviors, from the early morning grumpy bear to the late night owl. It's a shared joke that couples can laugh at because it's rooted in the familiarity of shared experiences, and that's the essence of couple humor. It's about shared laughter over shared lives. We're down to our final 2 jokes. Taking the runner-up spot, we have joke number 2. Imagine this scenario, folks. A couple is sitting together on a lazy Sunday afternoon. The husband turns to his wife and says, "Honey, if I were to rob a bank, would you support me?" The wife, without skipping a beat, replies, "Of course, darling, I would support you just like I always do, from a distance behind a bulletproof glass." Oh, the dynamics of marriage, right? The punchline here is the wife's clever twist on her husband's question. It's not just about her supporting him, but how she would do it, safely from a distance, behind a bulletproof glass. That's the beauty of couple jokes. They explore the unique dynamics of a relationship in a lighthearted and humorous way. This joke also gives a nod to the unspoken understanding and playful banter that couples share. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, and finally the moment we've all been waiting for, joke number 1. Here goes. Why don't couples go to the gym together? Because some relationships can't survive training together. Now, isn't that a hoot? The punchline is a play on the word training. It's a subtle nod to the fact that although couples love spending time together, sometimes certain activities can test the strength of their relationship, like hitting the gym. It's not about the physical training, but the metaphorical training that relationships go through. This joke is a humorous way to acknowledge the fact that every relationship has its own unique challenges, and sometimes the best way to handle these challenges is with a sense of humor. Because let's face it, if we can't laugh at ourselves, who can we laugh at? And there you have it, folks. That's joke number 1, a perfect blend of humor and reality that's guaranteed to make any couple chuckle. What a hilarious ride that was. We've been on a comedic journey, unleashing the top 10 adult jokes for couples. From the mysterious origins of couples' humor to the punchline of our number 1 joke, we've covered it all. We started with that hilarious tale about the couple and the TV remote, remember? Followed by the side-splitting joke about the couple's first date. Then, there was the unforgettable punchline about the dog and the anniversary gift. Oh, and who could forget the rib-tickling joke about the couple at the grocery store? Each joke, funnier than the last, proved that humor is truly the spice of life. And as we've discovered, these jokes aren't just for laughs. They're a testament to the power of humor in strengthening bonds, diffusing tension and sparking joy in a relationship. Humor can be a secret ingredient in the recipe for a happy, healthy relationship. Remember, laughter is the best medicine, and sharing a laugh with your partner is priceless. Until next time, keep laughing.